the truth that truly sets us free, with the light that leads the blind to see. Voice of the word, voice for the good, voice of the hope, voice of the need, voice of the word, TV.
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the word, TV.
Hello, Borongan! Maupay nga oras sa aton nga tanan, labinan mga senior citizens nga namamati hini nga aton program, Senior Moments. Yan na, we are very much honored to have with us the commissioners of the new Commission for Senior Citizens. I guess
National Commission
National
on-
Commission of Senior
Of.
Citizens.
Yun.
But anyway, we are very much honored, and we have with us the chairman of the commission, Attorney Franklin Quijano, and he's the chairman for the Commission of Senior Citizens, and Commissioner Raymar Mansilungan for Luzon, and also with Commissioner General Ricardo Rainier Cruz, also Commissioner Haluzon. And of course, we're very proud to have with us our very own ko-istihanon. Kasi natin istihanon, taga Dolores, Jimana Odak, Rodeles. So, we're very happy nga pinakiangayan kita nila din. They made time, although they are very rigid, they are very schedule nila for us today. And also, I'd like to introduce to you my co-host, anakan partner in crime, Himayra, which is always my co-host. Unfortunately, to Manila for some personal reasons. So I have with me, nakilala mang kamuag sa matiyang mga guest naman din he Attorney Bebot, my brother. So anyway, we're going to be talking about the Senior Citizens Commission, bagong nga commission, and whatever questions na might come up. Ano?
Yep.
Sige.
So first question ko.
First question, sige, Attorney.
I think a lot of us, mga seniors, karagibaruan kung ano ini nga commission, ano ini nga body. And so, when was this created? Ano it functions ini? Ano it structural organization niya? Ano it mga opisina hahain, bada-badin niya aton, mga sugad dito ang inirebarong gyapon. I'm talking in radio.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
Very much.
Okay, good.
So, Panyero Bebot, first off, we're very happy to be here in Borongan.
Thank you.
And we would like you to know that for the past several decades, laws were passed helping the seniors. But there was no institution in charge of the seniors. And so in 2019, in just 6 months, naggawa yung batas creating the National Commission of Senior Citizens. And with the creation of the National Commission of Senior Citizen, Republic Act 11350, all the work, function, and hope to make the sector strong, resilient, and able to move forward now belongs to the National Commission of Senior Citizens. So, in the past, may mga
There was
benefits.
a monitoring board before the creation of
Yeah.
National Commission of Senior Citizens. It was existing. How different is this from?
This time, it has a mandate. It has visitorial rights, and it sees to it that the laws are followed. But more importantly, we want to make use of the vast reserve of seniors who have so much in strength, skills.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, the seniors can help rebuild or to cause a turnaround of this country. So ang pag-asa sa seniors na makatulong sa ating bansa.
Very good.
Kaya right now, senior ka nga ni. Pag senior ka ngayon, ano ang connotation, okay, ma-stay home ka nala, mahulat nala. Not thinking we have so much to offer.
Exactly.
From all our experiences, mga sugaditon ano. So I guess sa ito yung priority nga program nga maliwat ito nga
Yeah.
thinking. So that's good. Gid na mo igad we are lucky. Borongan is very lucky kay it amon LGU headed by our mayor is very supportive hit mga senior citizens. Sabi ko pinaura kami, alam mo ang pinaura?
Spoiled.
Spoiled kami, higugmaon kami hit amon mayor and the vice mayor and all the sanggunian panglungsod. They have so much para haamon hit senior citizens and we're very grateful. So ito lang nga danay kung minsan may mga glitches ngin so ganda ko ta ito nga mga payout nga diri na asya dahil under man kami ora-ora hit DSWD. Kung aron sa nga DSWD, asya ang sinusunod. Unlike now, may nakita diba, may na voice nga aton. When we start, when we start working na with a commission. So dinhi medyo maupait ka kuanam hit mga seniors, hit mga senior citizens. Ano pa daw lait aton iba nga?
Let's talk about the structure.
Its structure.
Okay, this the NCSC is a national organization institution,
Right,
created by RA 11350.
350.
And I want to know, I think the rest of our seniors also would like to know and understand how this will function, especially locally.
Yeah.
No, although we have, we're very lucky here in the Eastern Samoa to have somebody who's coming from right from here, from
Yes.
our place, nga isa nga commissioner, nga with a lot of very impressive credentials, nga makakabulig talaga ata. But she'll be busy because she's a national figure. I mean, she'll be part of the commission.
Right.
She'll be working in Manila mostly. I want to know how we can benefit from having you from our place in the board or in the commission itself.
Well, maybe I'll start with how the structure, and
The
then
structure.
we'll give it to
Okay,
Manao.
okay, siguro mas small pa.
The law says that it's a national commission, but the law is also specific. There should be 2 commissioners from Luzon, 2 commissioners from Visayas, 2 commissioners from Mindanao. The purpose is hindi maiwanan ang areas. So we plan and operate based on geographical areas. That means that we would hope that even is Commissioner Rodeles coming from Samar would join us in meetings, she will have the oversight of the areas in Visayas. That means as a working commissioner, iikot at iikot si Commissioner Rodeles sa Visayas. But more than that, hindi lang yung national structure, may regional structure which is a work in progress. We hope to convince this government that there should be 14 regions. But at the moment, because we are starting, there just are 8 regions initially allowed. We hope to convince the national government that we should go to the city level of Borongan and the municipalities, one each at least. But we are still trying to convince national government that they give that support to us. So the organizational structure is sectoral. We will champion the senior citizens as a sector, but more than that, we have to move down to the local levels.
A follow-up question ko lang, because a lot of us had been hearing about this commission actually. Matagal na, it's about 3 years na ba since it was created?
More than 2 years.
More than 2 years.
29.
So, what is the status now of this commission? It's not fully structured. It is in a transitory
Yes.
situation right now. So, can you explain to everyone para maintindihan? Kasi yung iba sabi, may commission niya, ano ba nagawa nila? They don't understand that there's a process. That's
Yeah. Well, you know, having been exposed to local government and to a government institution, an economic zone, I realized that governance is not a gift that is just handed. It has to evolve. So, in the struggle namon, we are starting, but at the same time, slowly we are getting the mandate. In fact, yung DSWD function has not yet been transferred to us. It's still with DSWD, and therefore, we hope that this year mata-transfer sa amin. And Commissioner Raymar may be able to expound more on how the transfer is being done. Commissioner Raymar.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, I still don't know how to ask them and how they will transfer it to us. But the mandate of the law is that it should have been transferred to us yesterday or yesteryear. There are issues there. We are supposed to handle a lot of funds, especially on social pension,
Right.
which is not a small amount. It's for current year, it's 25 billion.
25 billion.
25 billion.
That's the funding for this commission.
For
For
the
the
social
Just
senior
for the
social pension.
social pension.
Only for the social
indigenous
pension.
that are
Yes.
receiving.
So our structure is that we are supposed to be composed of 247 regular
Employees.
employees, including the commissioners, so that's about 240. We have a structure supposedly for each region of about 15 staff for every region. The DBM has authorized us to operate only 8 clustered regions instead of the regular 19 regions in the country. So how do we start it? First, we have to ask the DSWD that we are able and capable, because it's 25 billion. It's not a simple thing. So we are meeting with DSWD. As a matter of fact, before my appointment, they had met several times, but they can't seem to decide on how, because it seems DSWD is not convinced that the commission can do it. But we are convinced. So what we did now, lately, we opened clustered region offices. We opened Baguio for the northern clustered region a few days ago. Yesterday or today, we opened clustered region for Region 8. Actually, Region 8 is supposed to be a clustered region, except that there are only 3 regions in Visayas. And because of the vastness of Region 8, the 2 commissioners for Visayas decided that Com Rodeles will be in charge of Region 8 as a clustered region. So it's clustered and actual region. On the 18th, we will be opening the Lucena City. That's for regions 4A, 4B, the sector of Commissioner Cruz there. So when we meet on the 23rd, hopefully, we will tell the DSWD, here we are, we're ready.
We're ready.
We
Kompleto na, no? Ang 6 commissioners.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
7 actually, including the chairman.
Including the chairs.
7.
We have some technical problems because yung pag-distribute ng pera, it has to be it has to be withdrawn by employees funded by the government. Diba? Magwi-withdraw ang isang disbursing officer ng say 30 million, i-distribute niya in 2 or 3 cities or municipalities, then reimburse niya. Because this is something that you cannot do without these people. And these people cannot be appointed as disbursing officers unless they are regular employees. That's the problem with the law. So we cannot hire regular employees because it is also provided in law na kailangan meron kang selection board. You just don't get anybody. Hindi ka gaya sa private, di ba? And to compose a selection board, you have to have regular employees. So, nag-umpisa ka ng wala kang regular employee, hindi ka makapag-hire because wala kang regular employee. We've been asking the Office of the President, but since malapit na sa change ng administration, the Office of the President said you go to the SWD. We asked the DSWD, and siguro because of the constraints nung preparing for the next administration, kaya hindi nila masyadong naasikaso sa amin. So hopefully, after this administration, sa July 1, kung hindi pa nagawa ng DSWD, we will ask the Office of the President to where we are actually under. So hopefully in the next quarter, we'll be able to meet the requirements of hiring the people who will hire the people at the region level, and then we can operate.
Yeah, basically na-delay ang implementation itong law because of, first of all, COVID.
Nag-pandemic. Oo, everything
Election
was
is
on
another
hold.
delaying factor.
Yeah.
Kasi change of administration and
Yes.
di natin alam anong gusto nila, whatever. Anong target date nyo when do you think you will be fully operational?
If you want our dream, it's going to be yesterday. If you want our hope, it's going to be this
And the reality?
this second part of this year. Because the reality tells us that, like what Commissioner Raymar was saying, pagka kulang ang push, then we go to the Office of the President and we'll expect that with our new administration, mas gangmo sila, so we'll be able to operate the second half of this year.
Yeah.
So can we see more action from the commission itself?
We're actually acting.
I said more action. Sorry.
There are certain elements that is for us, like the budget is 25 billion. We're only talking of social pension. So normally yung half of that, which is 12.5 billion, is already been distributed. Kung meron man, it's a continuing budget which we can still distribute. Even the amounts that were not distributed because of COVID in 2021 and 2020, we can still distribute that.
Yeah.
Our dream is i-operate na kagad ngayon. So when we meet, we are preparing a program. We're requesting the DSWD kung ayaw nilang i-transfer fully, let's transfer it to us on a regional basis. Like our sector in the north of Luzon is well prepared. Regions 1, 2, 3 and CAR, we can do that. So our proposal is for trias na yun. On the third quarter, yung budget for regions 1, 2, 3 and CAR, try ninyong ibigay sa amin and try to assist us. Pag hindi pa kami pinagbigyan, then we go to the next administration's.
I kind of see
James Bond. James
I
Bond,
kind of
diba?
see your timetable, except that there are certain things that need
To be done
needs
first.
Let's go to what projects you have in mind that you will sitting as a commission. What do you have for us, seniors?
We started with Rainier.
Good afternoon. I have made some research on the problems of most senior citizens, and I've seen some legislations being pushed, like giving this pre-dialysis to senior citizens. Like what our chairman said, we will push again for the annual medical checkup for senior citizens, so that we can really give what is really, mandated for us to the senior citizens, to give them to help them in their welfare, so that they will age properly.
Yeah.
Gracefully. Yeah, and be able to avail of the benefit from the national, from the local and provincial benefits.
Yeah.
So-
Panyero Bebot, we talk of projects, but before the projects are programs. Di ba? And we know that as seniors, ang una is, what about us, seniors? But we also would want to give some focus into, all these years the seniors have been doing a lot. They're spending their blood, sweat, tears for our country. And we can still sustain this. So we want the seniors to be even more productive. Yan yung unang nakikita namin. This country is in need of the bright boys among the seniors. More importantly, because bumagsak ang ekonomiya natin because of the COVID. So you want the seniors to do some things. Increase enterprise, livelihood, etc. We want to be part of it. So that's what one of our programs.
To make the seniors more productive.
Yes.
That's one focus.
Of course, for the seniors to be productive, they have to be healthy. That's why we've been campaigning for vaccination, annual medical examination and all, di ba? And then of course, we know that aging is a process. And therefore, we have to deal with it. We have to deal with aging in a graceful manner, di ba? And so, we're saying that, if the government needs to support the seniors, then we'll have to increase and intensify it. Yung sa issue ng social pension, and we have to ask Congress and tell Congress na mukhang how the social pension is being handled by the previous people may not be very smooth. Therefore, we can improve on it, and our position is sana universal pension na muna.
Oh, that would be great.
Because everyone will be given so much attention as seniors, then move on from there. Na, after the universal pension, alam natin na mas may nangangailangan, then we can increase the attention to those who need more. Ganun yung nakikita. Of course, we would
Make
like...
everybody happy first.
Yes,
yes.
And then it will be much lesser na an expectation of,
and tension.
Ang tension. Mas kay na everybody happy na. And then they will actually agree nga,
Mas may
mas
nangangailangan.
nangangailangan.
Yeah, it's utilizing what the resources we have. The best resources that senior citizens has is time. So we can...
Time, they got time, they have the wisdom, they have the experience.
That's right.
There's a lot from the seniors to offer.
Yes.
It's a matter of tapping the resources.
Yes.
And it's a matter of organizing, I guess, all the,
Yeah.
It's actually a little bit of marketing. When you market, you present the problem, you quantify the problem, and then you offer the solution. So sometimes, many times rather, a lot of senior citizens would want to do things, but they don't know how to do it. Like maraming senior wants to go to Baguio. Kanina, I met a lot of people. I've never been to Baguio. So let's do things that will, let's do projects that will make the seniors before they even leave this world. Parang yung what's that, bucket list nila.
Part ng bucket list.
So it's not only money.
Yes.
There are seniors that would be happier when you involve him or her in a project, not giving him or her when we go listening to her, when you talk to seniors, yung mapifeel mo yung enthusiasm niya na he or she wants to be heard, di ba? So yun, kami ni Com Rainier sa Luzon, we have a project, we call it Fearless Seniors or Fearless Elders. We do projects that senior would want to do but could not do it because of the lack of a program to do it. Like sabi ko nga, There are lots of people in mountain province, in my sector, who have not seen the sea all their life. Nabuhay, mamamatay na lang sila. They've never been in the sea. They've never been. And there are also people na hindi pa nakaakyat ng Baguio, hindi pa nakapunta ng Sagada. So these small things, you know. When a senior citizen in Baguio, in mountain province, for example, has never seen the sea in his life, pag dinala mo siya doon, you can never quantify in words yung satisfaction. And this is part of the programs that we're doing. It's not only money. It's not only social pension.
I understand you have been going around all over the Philippines, no? Talking to senior citizens and senior citizen organizations. This afternoon, I know we had a little meeting before we came here, and the mayor was with us. And in your experience, going through the other places in the Philippines, what kind of, for example, here in Borongan, the mayor is giving those who are not receiving from the national government, seniors who are not receiving national government, any pension, the local government takes over. So everyone is happy here in Borongan. That is just one example of how the mayor is showing us seniors that pro-senior talaga yan. No? He really loves us and cares for us, seniors. What other things have you noticed from other LGUs that you went to that you could nationalize the application of these things?
Panyerobe, but if you will allow me to ask, I'd like to ask Commissioner Rodeles. I was so impressed with Dolores. They went there all prepared. So maybe I should ask.
How she did it?
Ma'am, yeah, kita.
What's
How
your
did you do it?
secret?
Why were they so prepared? It's not just the LGU. It's the seniors themselves. Ma'am.
Actually, with Dolores, I was the president of that association since 2018. Up to the time na na-appoint ako, siyempre ay hindi na ako mag-handle. They have been close to me. In fact, nagkakaroon kami ng mga activities. We have to bring our own food.
We call it bring the brain.
Bring the brain. Yeah.
Bring
the brain.
Bring the brain.
Saka ng bring the brain. Ang daming nagdadala ng pagkain. Masayang masaya. Natuto na rin silang sumayaw ng kuradya.
Oh, I heard about that.
Hindi lang kumain ng kuradya, sumayaw na sila. Actually, pag-motivate mo din sa kanila. It's how you motivate them. And be sincere. Yung gusto mo talagang ipaano ipaabot sa kanila, yung sincerity. In our town, we have so many problems. Not unlike here in Borongan, na almost all are happy. Even the presidents of the associations are given allowances.
Yes.
While
You don't have that in
no, we
Dolores?
don't have
Oh
that.
my
You
goodness.
are
We are on
the
our
cream of the
own.
top.
Yes, we are on our own. Kung may mga activities kami, you have to get
Dole out
money
From your own pocket.
Yeah, from our own pocket. Yan ang nangyayari sa amin. Pero, but because of our good relationship, because of love, na inano ko na sa kanila, siguro, very happy sila na ganyan. Kaya nga sabi ko, sasama ka pa ba sa amin, sa Manaulak? Pag may mga activities ka, oh sure, sabi ko, pag nandito ako.
Manaodak, excuse me, OSCA head ka dito or FESCAP? Federation?
I am not even the federation. Senior Citizens Association, the original Senior Citizens Association there.
Okay.
Ang nangyari, very disgusting ang nangyari noon. Kasi noong 2017, kami, 2008 nag-organize kami noon. Registered sa SEC. And very in good standing, lahat. We file an income tax return, maski na exempt. We have our own land for the senior citizen center through our own effort. Magugulat kayo, nakita nila yung center namin.
I saw pictures.
Yeah.
Cindy sent me pictures.
Namin lang yan, initiative. More initiative na part. Walang participation ng local government doon. Through our own initiative. Katapos, makita kasi ang relationship namin except nung nag-organize sila ng federation. Sabi nila, yes. On that organization of
Kailan?
federation, 2017, with the new mayor and the SWD. MSWD, I should say. Katapos sabi, okay, I was invited to the meeting. Sabi ko, if you are going to make another association, it would be division. Why don't we unite ourselves? Sabi ko, kung ako ang problem, sabi ko sa pagka-president, I am no longer interested. Pwede kayong mamili kung sino. In fact, para inano ko talaga na, sige, katapos sabi sa akin, you are not a member of this because you do not represent the barangay. Yes.
Okay. Gapahit istorya ni Mana Udak and
Suspense.
Hira Elvin, the guys here at atin production staff. Sige na, it's sign ha. We need to take a break. So, more on Mana Udak's story, which is very interesting, in a few. We'll be back.
Interesting yan kay.
Okay, we're back. We're back, and again, just to remind you, kung hinuit aman mga special guests din we have the commissioners of the National Commission of Senior Citizens nga nabisita nga niya aton ha Borongan. Again, I'd like to aman kung mag-introduce mag-introduce briefly yun nga iyo about you.
Mauna tayo kay
Sige.
Commissioner Rainier.
I'm Commissioner Rainier Cruz, a former AFP officer. I retired as a general I was born in Manila, and now I'm the Planning Commissioner of Southern Luzon. But our area is actually the whole of Luzon together with the Commissioner Raymar Masilongan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Raymar Mansilungan. I was born in Pampanga, but I grew up in Bulacan. I am a registered voter of Bicol. So when my appointment came, it was actually for Bicol. Bicol. Nakalagay na ano ko. I'm connected politically. I'm a national officer of the ruling party. Siguro that's the reason why I got appointed.
Very honest.
And I used to be with the Insurance Commission as a conservator, then with PESA as a consultant on economic affairs, economic zones. And I was appointed only in January as the 5th commissioner to be appointed. My area, as Combrainer said, is Luzon, but for planning purposes, I'm in charge of regions 1, 2, 3, and CAR. The region of the incoming president.
Okay.
Oh,
Now that.
actually, I am from Dolores, Eastern Samar, with 9 children. And I'm proud of that, to have 9 children. When I graduated college, I keep on working with private firms. 14 years I was with private firms. And when I have these 9 children, I said to myself, I have to work in the government. Because private, I have to work from Monday to Saturday. While the government, it's only Monday to Friday.
Oh.
I cannot give quality time to my children. Sabi ko, kahit ako nag-work ako. Only to find out na hindi pala ganun. So I work with the BIR because I am a certified public accountant. Nakanin pala kadami ang trabaho sa BIR. Hindi ko alam yun. Sabi ko, wow, akala ko hindi na ako magdadala ng trabaho sa bahay. Nagdadala pa rin.
You were
ako.
assigned here? Ano
Yeah,
ba?
I was assigned here for 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. I was doing the acting. Acting nga. I've been
For 10
acting
years you
for
were
some-
acting?
Yes. That
Okay.
is because in the government, if you do not know anyone on the up,
Magmandar ka na dito.
matagal kang mabibigyan ng
Non-regular
ng
status.
magandang position.
Well, that's reality.
When, it is a reality. Wala kang magawa. Talaga siya, it's a reality. So, with my children, ako po mag-ano na hiraman ka, college na. That's why I will have to request to be assigned in Manila, just to be with them. Kasi 7 ang lalaki ko. And I am afraid of this drug addiction. Kasi sobra na ang sabi ko, I have to be
More
there.
protective of the male than the female.
Yes, yes.
Or is it a question, a case of mistrust?
You know what I did? Sabi, nag-request ako. You have to
Transfer.
request to transfer to Manila. But it was accepted. Kagaagat. Sabi ko, Papa, I did not expect na ganito ang gagawin sa akin. There and there, sabi ko, sige, we will make a out now. Right, travel assignment order for you. Ang ulang sabi ko, naku, ayoko na muna. Gusto ko na muna sa summer. Hindi ko. Sinabi ako, do not give the travel assignment order, ha? Later na lang. Kasi I have to think it over. Sabi ko, parang ayoko na rin muna mag-transfer. Pero, wala na akong nagawa. Meron na. Ina-assign ako ngayon sa Manila. Sa Tondo pa ako assign. Sa Tondo pa. Katapos from there, kinuha ako because ako lang ata ang supervisor na even in the afternoon, nandoon pa rin ako sa office. Used kasi ako na I have to work 8 hours. Sa private kasi you have to work to the last, late. Lahat ng 8 hours talaga gagamitin mo yun. So, nakita naman ako ng assessment division. Naku, tinawag ako doon sa assessment division na doon ako. Sa assessment division, you have to stay in the office from 8 to 12, 1 to 5 talaga. Okay, sa akin, wala naman ang problema. Hanggang sa, sabi ko, mahirap na. Katas, dinala naman ako sa national office. Wala naman pa, mahirap ito. Doon pa naman ako napunta sa, nagre-review na ng mga dockets, even the directors, yung mag-report ng directors, mga may maraming mga problema. Ganyan. Daming nagagalit na sa amin. I think we have to, tapos transfer na naman ako sa, sa isang division na I have to answer all the calls. Yung mga mga taxpayer
So
assistance
is the,
service.
sa BIR ka nag-retire
Yes.
from the government?
Yes.
And
Now back
to
to
Back to government.
25 years.
25 years in
25
BIR.
years in the, yes. Ganun lang. After that, doon ako nag-retire sa Manila na rin. Region ng Manila.
So how did you get the job as a commissioner of
Oh, yes.
NCSC?
Magugulat ka, I'm already 80.
First, you have to be a
and
senior.
foremost, yeah. I'm a senior. My sister ako doon sa Manila na close doon sa mga, kasi president siya ng isang district ng mga, district offices, ng mga, isang district ng mga, associations, ng mga, kinuha ako, kasi I was then in Manila, nag-work pa ako as their auditor. Ay, pagkilala ko na, yung first na sina Arcasa, yung first talaga ng party list, mga kilala ko na yan, si Dato, lahat ko, nakakasama ko na sila because of my sister. So, every time that I am there, nang umuwi na ako dito, pina-attend ako ng meeting. Actually, it's Congressman Datol na sa akin, be one of the, sabi niya, parang ayaw ko na bumalik sa Manila. Kaya immediately after my retirement, umuwi na talaga ako. I love summer.
So she's the voice of the party list.
Oh,
She's the voice of the party list.
Kaya alam ko kung ano ang nangyari before the 11350 RA. Alam ko yung kung ano ang mga nun. I was recommended by Congressman Datol, by Congressman Romualdez, by the Federation of Senior Citizens Association here. I was then the Vice President of Northern Region and our association there. Another in Sulat. It was there. Noong 2020, tinawagan na ako. Now I have to be there. Hindi ako nakapunta doon kasi there was
Una pala dapat.
Hindi ako nakapunta doon sa patapos ng COVID.
So in other words, you don't apply for the job. You are recommended by.
Recommended talaga lang. Kasi
Or pinirate.
Because imagine I retired 2007. Because ang intention ko, sabi ko, I want to live in the province. I want to live a very simple life. Be more closer to the Lord. Sabi ko kasi, it's na, di ba? At saka very simple naman ang needs ko. Hindi naman ako ganyan. Later, mga anak ko, may mga trabaho na rin. O mga sariling bahay na. Hindi, binibigyan naman ako nila. May pension naman ako. SSS at saka GSIS. O bakit pa ako?
So what made you decide to accept?
Yes. It was my love for the senior citizens.
Amen.
Yes. But because sa dami ng complaints doon sa social pension, sabi ko na, how can I help these people? Sige na, they were the one that push it. Accept mo na yan.
And we're glad you did.
Yeah.
Because
Amen.
we will be benefiting actually.
We're also proud. to
We're
have
very proud.
One commissioner from right from
Writing.
Eastern Samar, Dolores.
Igkasi.
Kasi
Kaya makabulig
estihan.
ako to the
Oo.
fullest.
Oo.
Asya watitita ko. Kayo wala ko naman din naman kayo. Simple naman itakuan. Basta pagbulig ng gita yan na. Kasi takit ko.
Takay chairman.
Chairman.
I used to be a university teacher. My field
You
is...
were a mayor in
well,
Iligan.
that came later.
Later.
I was
I read somewhere that you were
I was a university teacher.
Uh-huh.
My field is economics.
Oh.
And you know one definition of an economist? The economist knows all the answers to all the questions, but blames the politician if anything goes wrong.
That is true.
And so,
Blame it on them.
I got so fed up with all the theories in the university, I decided to join politics to get the blame.
Ikaw na ang i-blame.
So I became mayor of Iligan City.
Ah.
And then eventually I realized that there are lots of things that need to be done, not only, not just by being mayor. So I went beyond talking to the soldiers, asking them, can't we not go into dialogue before the shooting? And so I went into transformative peace and dialogue. And that's why I'm really touched with conflicts on the ground among senior citizens. I think we can do a lot of dialogue. And then of course I was assigned with the Philippine Veterans Investment Development Corporation. This is an eco-zone owned by the armed forces, by the soldiers. And the income of this eco-zone is supposed to go to the soldiers
To them.
and the national government. So from there, mukhang hindi ko alam anong nangyari, but I was called by Malacanang. You're now promoted. You're now Commission of Senior Citizens.
We're just so happy to know that, the commission is composed of people with varied backgrounds. We can expect a lot more, actually. You cannot blame us to expect
Yeah.
that much. Of course, knowing your background, that would be a very good help, of course, in your performance of your duties.
So now we are here because, one, we want to show the face of the commission.
That's
But
right.
two, we really want to engender the participatory process. We want the seniors, because the seniors have so much, a vast reservoir of skills, experiences, and all. If they will all move in unison, we will be able to help this country. So I hope that you will join us in the advocacy of moving the seniors forward.
Whatever we can do to help, may maduba ng mga kuan din mga officers. Ito nga mga officers naman ni Federation and OSCA, and we always are very thankful nga suportado kami it amon mayor talaga. We ask, nag-grupad kami nga to, we go and ask for it, and he makes ways to help us. So, and we're so glad na nabalik nga Hawiya to continue what he has started for all of us. Pero di na like seniors in nabubuligan, but a lot of it nakaka-benefit talaga kami. So hopefully dito naman ibang mga municipalities masusugad dito. Oo. So gida mo igadit amon pasalamat na maybe with your guidance na ito tika na tayo with your guidance makakabuligid kami daw ita mahihimo kunta in our small way, small pero pag pinag-isa na yan magiging voice na maitnam pagbulig kung ano iyo kailangan haamon
Yes, of course. I'm curious. I know that our mayor here, Mayor Agda, is really not that interested in setting up home for the aged and similar things.
I think he wants
based
to
on
keep the culture.
Yeah.
Or the right
it's part of our
culture,
culture, really.
ating
We're
good
a
culture.
close-knit family.
Okay,
No?
I can see what he's saying.
My question is, what do you do with
those who
elderly who have not, do not have the support of their family.
Panyero Bebot, will you allow me a long answer?
Sure.
In the Philippines right now, for every 10 Filipinos, only one is senior. In Japan right now, for every 10 Japanese, 4 are seniors. Aging is not only a process, it's also demographics. We have to be conscious of that. So, you are so well oriented into the West and the Philippines. And you know that there's also enterprise in seniors. In the West, the Philippines are, in America, the Filipinos are so lucky to be with the senior citizens caregiving business.
Right.
In fact, we can bring them here and say, you know, in areas where medyo maluwag na iwanan yung ibang seniors, go there and invest. You have caregiving. But I really am convinced of the mayor's point of view. With the demographics, we have to strengthen the families so that the members of the families will not be left behind, most especially the seniors.
The seniors.
So I'm sold to the idea. But in areas like Metro Manila, where talagang busy na ang lahat and kailangan na ng attention yung mga seniors, maybe we have to modify. So these are the things that I think could be done.
Actually, we have din po nag-create ng Bethesda Home for the Aged. Pero in a small scale lang, kunta ngayon, but they even need help. Dara kayo wala man funding, gin-organize lang itin sa nga
Civic-minded.
civic-minded nga ano. Pero,
Another senior.
another baagi sa senyore.
May ada didi.
Yes.
Oo,
we
pero
have that, but
it
it's
needs
not
a lot.
well-funded.
It needs a lot of repair, i-repair kunta so ganit yan. Pero nakabulig itin mga seniors. Yung mga seniors nga itin talaga nga mga abandoned.
Yes, because there's really a need for that kind of seniors, no? That group.
For the
It
most
might be a
part, in
small
ating seniors
group,
din he,
but it exists.
we don't need it. Ano?
Yeah.
But there's a few.
And so, you know, Panyero Bebot Nida, maybe we should now go into the participatory process. Let's call on all the stakeholders and take a look at Bethesda. The stakeholders from the US, the stakeholders from among the leaders, and say, what is it that we could do to even improve the conditions of Bethesda? So to me, you know,
We have used
continuing
senior
improvements,
moments.
continuing improvements can be done where we are.
Through senior moments, we were able to
Wow, thank you.
bring in some funds for Bethesda. We invited the one who organized yung ano talaga. So and then we realized, or we were told na may mga funds na nakakuha ng funds through by showing her being our guest din here at senior moments. So I agree with you nga mag-participate nga ni kung ano pag ano ito, but yeah, we do have that small number of kuan ganda ito compared to our regular seniors who have families who would really care for them and look at it. But we do have
How big is the population of seniors in the Philippines?
The current estimate is 11.8 million seniors.
Of course, they're voters, right?
The last senator, the number 12 senator goes about 14 million votes. So, kunti na lang ang kulang, we can even, you know, swing.
have seniors have senior citizens.
The number is significant.
Yes.
It's really one of the 10. But again, in the future, 10 years from now, it's going to increase into 2 for every 10. And if we will not be able to make programs to strengthen the families, if we will not be able to anticipate the future, you will have lots of headaches, not only for the government, but for the society. So we are also preparing for the eventuality of a situation which is called aging. Philippines is going to be an aging population in the future.
So,
I was reading through the law. You know, as lawyers, usually that's the first thing we check to implement all laws relative to
Seniors, yeah.
seniors. Education is one.
Yeah.
Of course, health is another area. Employment is also another one.
Yes.
How do you, do you have anything specific in your mind
Yeah.
to make this?
When you remember, you were so exposed with the U.S. In the U.S., you can retire twice or thrice if you want.
right. Yes.
In the Philippines, the law is very rigid. Soon as you reach 60, optional. 65 compulsory. If you're retired at 65, you cannot go into employment anymore. Because if you employ and report to SSS or GSIS, you will not be accepted. Or if your contribution is being reported, tatanggalan ka ng pension. As lawyers, maybe we should lobby
Yes.
that Congress consider a multiple employment and re-employment process. One of the luckier ones, my friends in the military, they retire at 56, and then if they want adventure, they go to the US and re-employ again,
That's right.
and then retire again, and even retire for the third time.
That's my husband.
So what we are saying
retired
is,
at 40,
why can't we be
military.
flexible here in the Philippines?
We can get that, what do you call that? That kind of experience in the US and other countries.
Yes.
Bring it here and see what's good for us here.
Yeah.
The idea is there. It might not be exactly the same, but we should have something here. Because napapabayaan talaga seniors dito eh. Pag tinawag senior, matanda na ako.
And you have Raymar.
You can start with trying to amend the GSIS law,
Yes.
8291. If you amend that, we can do a lot of things. Now, there are insurance system that we can use. Kung hindi na talaga pwedeng GSIS, there is one insurance system that a lot of people are trying to push pero hindi na recognize, and that's Takaful. Takaful Islamic Insurance. The real meaning of Takaful is sharing one's burden. So kung hindi pwede sa GSIS, we can come out with a Takaful system for senior citizens re-employing.
Maybe you should help us with this insurance man. The idea coming from the US. I'm so impressed with 401k. Goes up and goes down, goes up and goes down.
Yeah.
Please, let's try to pollinate our proposals with your proposals and say, how can we succeed as citizens, more importantly, more than seniors,
Actually,
and then benefit from it when we become seniors.
There's a lot of seniors who had been exposed in other countries.
Yeah.
As to like how they deal, how they care for elders over there. And we can tap the wisdom of these people.
Yes.
And, through your commission, things might happen.
We have the in charge. And, survival is a skill for all. You have a soldier. And I've been
Exactly.
asking him, please, let's try to convince AFP. Let's design programs na maturuan natin ang bawat Pilipino how to survive. Samar is so affected by typhoon each time. And the vulnerables are the seniors. So baka pwede nating i-improve rin itong lahat na system. This commission is so blessed because if we just advocate for systems improvement, we have the systems guy which can help. Maybe we'll ask the soldier now.
Kanina,
So did you retire at 56?
Yeah, 2014.
from the military.
From the military? Oh,
But
yeah.
not tired.
But not Yeah,
There's one thing that I'd like to revive. Kanina, during the break, we're talking about groups, association.
We still have to go back to Mana Oday's story. Let's not forget the exciting story.
Correct. So, there is one agency that has to be registered with the SEC, and this is the homeowners associations. In the past, pag may homeowner association ka, you have to register with the SEC. Pero when HUDC was created, HUDCC, tinanggal yun sa SEC. So homeowners association, there's no need to register with the SEC their bylaws. HUDC na nag-approve. We also want to do that with senior citizen associations para hindi na sila kailangan magpunta sa SEC, yung bylaws nila, we will approve it. Now, bakit merong conflict doon sa federation? FISCAP, the Federation of Senior Citizen Associations, is a generic name. Pero ang konsepto ng senior citizen, it's an agency, it's a registered name. It's actually a generic name. Kaya nga dito sa inyo, CAB, Senior Citizen
FISCAP o Borongan.
FISCAP, Federation of Senior Citizens Association of
Borongan.
Borongan.
It's because of what is provided in law that the OSCA head shall be nominated by the federation within the municipality. Yun yung conflict doon. Pero ako personally, I would like to encourage senior citizens to form pocket groups. Baka merong mga senior citizen na mga teachers in one municipality. Let's not stop them from forming their own group. And let's recognize it. Baka meron diyang mga fishermen.
There are existing unofficial groups already.
Yes.
Batch
Mga
groups.
batches.
Kaya
They're
that's
very
why-
active.
Seniors, no?
Seniors, seniors.
That's why when we formulate the guidelines, we would like to put that in. We are encouraging senior citizens to form their own groups kasi nalilimit because of the concept of the federation is the federation
Is
that
the
nominates the OSCA. Pag sineparate natin yung concept na yon, and we are encouraging senior citizens to form their own groups para maging active sila, para maging productive sila. That's one thing that we would
But I
like
think
to encourage.
ang thinking then na if you're not member dito ka sa FESCAB kami, dahil Borongan, sa FESCA, you won't be getting anything from
No, the thing
government?
is, it's because
Unless
it's that
accredited.
federation. Yes, because it's that federation that nominates the OSCA. Yun lang yung ano doon.
Yeah.
Oh.
The selection of who are entitled to SOCFEN is a different thing. It's a
NIDA.
different animal. There's no need to be part or member of
Federation?
yes.
We would like to assure you that the National Commission of Senior Citizens is a commission of all
For
senior
all
citizens.
seniors.
It's not going to be dahil member ka ng FISCAP o hindi.
okay.
It should be, everyone should benefit. And let's look not only at how we can contribute to building the nation, let's also look at how we can help the seniors.
In a way, making it mandatory for all senior citizens to be part of the senior associations is, to me, questionable. You should give the senior citizen the option whether or not he would like to be part of this group.
That's correct.
But that's not existing right now. I think the commission can do something about it.
That's why, one, we have the function to accredit. Two, we would like to encourage as many
Organization.
flowers that bloom, as many ideas. And then, of course, the issue about, I'm not going to be member kasi nagbabayad, pinahinihingan ako. But there are senior citizens associations na walang bayaran and they generate ideas, they generate resources. All these things can be done as good blend. It's just that I'd like you to know na wala kaming pipiliin. The commission is really commission for all.
But there are pros and cons, of course, towards this membership.
Yeah.
It makes them more active. If you're a member of the senior association, because of the mandate, you cannot have benefits if you're not a member.
Which is not true.
It nga benefit if
Over-
makakakuha.
It's not true. It's not true.
In here, it is.
Sa iba.
It is a reality here.
Reality.
That's why we have to change that reality.
That is reality.
Oh, we have to change that.
So,
And there are, I was trying to explain, there are benefits to it because you're kind of pushing them to be more active, be part of this organization that's very active. And that's healthy for me to think that our seniors are now more active than just staying in bed
Yeah.
by the window all day, looking out.
Oh.
Now they attend activities of the senior associations.
Oh.
In a way, it's like a positive thing
Yeah.
to force them to join.
To electrify them.
But one example
Right
is,
now, that's what we know.
which is not reality.
We had no idea nga may da ibang nga option.
Let me honor. Service organizations, you have Kiwanis, Rotary, and Lions. Rotary is exclusive. You have to be a member of one specific club. Kiwanis is not. Kiwanis, you can be multiple members. That's my idea. I can be a member of Peace Cup in Borongan and still be a member of another senior citizen organization.
Yeah.
Because
that's not what's happening,
I'm a professional. I may
Yeah,
want to be
exactly
in a
right.
professional group of senior citizens. So that's what we want to
So-
clear. When we
So
do the
senior
guidelines,
engineers,
Oo.
tapos senior accountant, parang gano'n.
tapos member pa rin sila ng Peace Cup nila in their barangay.
So,
It is feasible.
member ng organization niya doon sa Manila because of the where you're
Or even
working.
in the same city. Even in the same city, yes.
Okay,
Kasi ang
so
purpose ng
kailangan
Peace Cup,
i-clear.
Because ang purpose ng Peace Cup is
atin yung
the...
babaroan din ni ano. So, kung may na clear cut nga instructions nga
Implementing
nga
rules.
pag how
Guidelines
you can
on accreditation.
become a member
For
in
accreditation.
organization nga ma-benefit ka kung ano ka ng national naman without kay right now iba at pakaintindi.
Yes, yes.
Iba at pakaintindi.
Anyway, let's not speculate, but let all the ideas bloom and say, if there are conflicts, let us transform them into positive ones and then
So-
move forward.
So, dako itang paglaom nga through you magiging beneficial gud haamon mga seniors didi ha Borongan nga tanan hasta kanit mga baryo-baryo. So we have a lot of hope nga maiiba na ini. First, magiging ato na wala hindi rin na kita
Especially
under the
na-
SWD.
na-
Di rin na under kita the SWD. So, so giupay na it. I mean, bisala dito at meeting kanina, maupay ang pamati na maupay nga pamatian nga you have so much in a short time lang nga dito nga meeting. There's a lot of plans and we have the right people nga makakabulig ang seniors. Nag-sign na naman Elvin nga 5 minutes to go, siguro 4 minutes na lang. Manaudak. I-continue taan imo.
Briefly, kasi 5 minutes na lang
I think I can relate. I think
You
I can
can
relate.
relate,
I
ano?
can relate.
Damo
An
itong
imo
talaga din niya
story.
atin. Because politics man it na play atin din. And they will organize an association nga pwede nila i-manipulate, pwede nila mapasunod na era. While kung dili
Careful.
So far, wala hitnam. Wala nang bilhi.
Bili pa kanina din.
So far, wala nang bilhi.
Iba naman, iba it era kuan.
Taga-Dolores siya.
Dolores man, iba man itamang dito, nag-iba-iba. Diri lahat Dolores, sa oras, sa mas sobra pa
That's
nga
true,
dito.
true.
Maura pa nga oras sa Sampuli. Too much.
So kung ma-unite it natin,
Yes, kasi tita ka
kung
rin
ma-unite
united.
natin itong mga seniors that would be,
Yan,
Ilang-
nag-unite na kami.
Ilang party list representatives yung 11.8 million?
Ilan
10 million na lang.
Ilang
If 10 million will vote, ilang congressman sa senior citizen
Oo
ang
nga,
pwede
no?
may-
Nag-iisip siya ng
oh my goodness. So,
Anita, there are certain words that I learned in picture ngayon, in summer. One is pag-uurusa.
pag-uros, unity.
And I have seen that not just in words, but in action. Nagkakaisa sila. And thanks to, nagpakita talaga sila. Hindi siya yung parang lang, word na sinasabi mo.
Nakikita
I have
mo.
seen it, nakita ko.
Yes.
And the other is really pagburubulig. There-
Helping
And so
each other.
I think there's so much hope for the seniors
Yeah.
here in Samar, even with the politicking, even with the, we have the best practices. I have not seen an organization in other places sa seniors na nagdala ng pagkain para mag-meeting. Dito lang.
Amin talaga ganyan.
Matagal ng mga
Tinga
babae
upuan
na
tsaka
mga
lamesa.
ganito.
So,
Bring the ring.
so best practices is there.
Yeah.
And we will be able to be with you.
I hope.
I don't want you to expect so much from us. I'd rather that we together, the social, the social media, the senior citizens themselves will in a process on a positive spin, magkakaroon ng unity, pag-ooro sa pagburubulig.
Pagburublig.
Namnan mo yung kinanta namin kanina.
On that note, may time pa? Ano daw?
Three.
Three. Maybe mga parting words hit atin mga guests nga again pasalamat kita nga damo nga binisita kita dinhi binati kita hit ira mga plano para haton. So maybe you can start with
Raymar.
Raymar.
Yeah, so maraming salamat for inviting us, Com Rodeles. This is an experience that we will perhaps copy in our programs in Luzon.
Including the Kuratsa.
I heard. So Hino pa, General?
Yeah. Again, thank you for the opportunity to allow us to give you our programs and plans
Our pleasure.
regarding this commission.
Okay. Hino pa. Hey, Chairman, we save the best for last.
Okay.
Our
Well, if you take the root word of commission, yung sa Bible, the Great Commission, when the Lord said, "Go forth," diba? So this is our mandate. That's the mission that is given us. Go forth, help bring the seniors together, and let the seniors shine.
There you go. I like that.
Basta ako, karoon ko magka-rosa. Love one another. Waray na hindi nga mga differences. Basta, we will move forward kung asya tatatapong buhatin. So, kung naman kami naging buhat, nagka-rosa talaga kami. And it was successful.
It's very nice. Kaupay.
Kaya, asin di karuyag na nga, wara bad, gusto ko, loving one another. Kaya, akuan nga niyan, ang gospel nga niyan, yung good talaga ang love. That you have to love one another. Especially na yan na at our age.
Harani na.
Amen.
Pre-departure na ba?
Yeah.
Check-in pa.
Delayed ang flight.
Delayed pa ang flight. Ayan.
We have to get everything na mga bad, basta nahingguan mo na, okay na, wala na ito.
Kalimutan na.
Kalimutan na.
So,
Wala na. Forgive and forget.
so my bro?
Oh yeah, I am just so happy that I was given the opportunity to meet all these very important people from the newly created or still in a transition commission, and we are very thankful that you had the time to visit Borongan and experience our whatever we have to offer here. And earlier this afternoon, I was actually enjoying all the talk that you were giving, and all the presidents were there.
Yes.
And this helps a lot because it shows that you are really caring for all the senior citizens when you go to the place and really
Physically
talk to them
came and showed you.
face to face despite all the restrictions.
So,
And I guess your trips are funded by your own pockets because you don't have yet the budget.
Some of it.
So we are really just very honored to have you all here. When I first heard Mana Odak at the senior president's meeting 2 weeks ago, ano
Yeah.
Mana? So
Before the
I
election.
made before the election, I made sure I needed to talk to her. So I told her about Senior Moments, if I could get her to this program. And then, of course, the schedule was still hectic at that time. But then she said, I'll get back with you. And then 2-3 days ago, Ruel contacted me and they said, we'll be there on, I said, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And let's make our schedules, let's make it happen kung ano ang schedule, okay, may man yung mga priorities. But I am just so, in behalf of all the seniors din niya Borongan, ngayon, of course, open na ang Dolores kay binisita man naman. In behalf of all the senior citizens, pasalamat kami nga binisita kita hini nga aton mga importante nga mga guests yan na ngayon sana nakahatag ha aton hin inspiration nga maging successful it era naman mission by us helping them kung maano ita mahibulig ha era. So anyway, I guess this is Senior Moments. Ako Hinida Bakilid Villalon, and we'll see you again next Monday. We'll see you on Monday, and bye.